thank you for taking time out of your day to make you a better notary loan signing agent. My name is Mark Wills. I jump on every single Monday to try to help notaries from across this country build their notary signing agents, building business for absolutely free. So if you're a loan signing system or not, make sure you watch this entire episode because I promise you it's going to help you build your business.
Hi, my name is Stephanie. I'm from Bakersfield, California. I've been a notary since 2019. And my problem right now is, so it's been about a month already. There's these two escrow officers or title companies that I've been really trying to work with, but they're not calling me back. They're not, nothing. And it's already been a month. I've been calling every time I go. They're just not there, or I don't really know what. So I just don't know if I should just leave it alone or should I just...
Are you an LSS student?
No, I'm not.
Okay, no worries, no worries. I just want to see where our level of education is because I have scripts for all of this. So I can't go over a 4-hour course in 5 minutes, but I do want to give you some advice, okay?
Okay.
First piece of advice is this. Remember, it takes the average person 7 times to see something before they bought it. And they say, my guess is, girl, you've seen my course. How come you haven't bought my course? And again, that's a rhetorical question. My point is, sometimes people just need to see you more often and not get discouraged by it. So I'm not discouraged about my course because I understand that's part of the process. You're like, do I really trust this smart guy? Well, is he really as knowledgeable as thinking? So you have questions that you need answered. So what I tell my students is this: you can't get frustrated for someone not buying you if you take the long way to buy somebody else. So you haven't bought my course for whatever reason, which is fine, but it's part of the process. So why are you frustrated? Oh, that's not the right word. Why are you discouraged if someone hasn't bought you, even though you haven't bought me? And the answer is this: sometimes we just need more information about the person we're trying to buy into. So what do? I show up every day trying to help you make the decision to invest in me. So my communication is that back to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So your job is to do the exact same thing that I'm doing. Stay consistent. Tell about your value add. And here's what I'm going to end with, okay? What are you doing when you communicate to them you want to be your signing agent?
When I want to, excuse me.
So when you're in there face to face, what do you say?
I just kind of introduce myself, let them know how long I've been a notary, how many notaries I've done, my reviews on the notary title companies I work with now. And yeah, but I also do, now that I'm talking about it, I also do remember you always speaking well. It's like you have to also want them to talk to you as well.
There you go. There you go. But I tell every student this, okay? The way you buy things is the way other people buy things. Yeah. So let me ask you this question, and I'm not trying to convince you to buy my course, but I'm trying to help you think about how you think, okay? Because everyone goes, what's the secret of selling? I'm like, just look at your own behaviors. Yeah. And most people have that other behavior. So why have you bought my course? I show you reviews. I show you I've been doing this for a long time. I show you I've helped other people. So why haven't you bought my course yet? Let me rephrase this. I'm trying to help you with your business. I'm not trying to sell you on me.
No,
I'm trying to help you with business. So here's my question to you. What else more do you need to hear from me that I can help you? What else more?
I guess just like the for sure that I can, but that, I mean,
okay, no,
that's just all.
No, keep going, because I'm coaching you right now.
The for sure that, I will make the money that you say we can.
Cool.
I think that's really what it is.
Okay, perfect. So think about that on the other side. That's my coaching. What do they need to know for sure? You're not giving them that. Does that make sense?
No.
See, from me, you're asking me, Mark, well, I need to know for sure X. Fair enough. But I want to flip that to you to help you with your business. What are they not for sure of? Then you answer that question. Does that make sense?
No, it does.
And so the coaching I have to you is, whatever you're hesitant about me, they're hesitant about you. So if you're like, man, Mark, if you would just tell me this, this, and this, I'd do it. I would tell you the same thing, though. See, here's the coaching.
Yeah.
Because all you're doing is like, hey, hi, I'm great. I've done 100 closings. I have great reviews. Well, I've said the same thing to you. But you need something else for sure. So my coaching is this. Don't think that we're different from each other. Whatever you need a little more pushing over the edge from me, that's what they need from you. Does that make sense?
No, it does. It very much does. As I was talking to you, I'm like, wait,
It's
I've kind of heard
clicking.
something. Yeah,
It's
I've heard a lot of.
clicking. And that's what I'm trying to do. Because look, I'm going to end with this is all people want to do is be reassured. You need reassurance from me, right?
Yeah,
You need reassurance that I will actually help you make more money. They need reassurance of the same thing.
I'm gonna take care of the
That makes it. It's not a knock against me. You haven't bought. You're like, yo, I just need more information. I'm like, I'm here for it, right? So my
Yeah.
coaching to you is you need to be there for it for them. And by the way, this is why it's easy to make money in our business. Most people want the win, but aren't willing to take the losses. Ooh, let that sink in real quick. Most people want the dub, right? They want the win,
Yeah.
but they're not willing to take the losses. And that's why it's easy. So if I can just get you to take the losses, what are the losses? Just continue to tell them how great you are. That's all it is. All
Yeah.
I got to do is, girl, hopefully, and it might take me a year to tell you what I can do for you, but I'm here for it. I want you to be there for it too, because this is why you'll build a business in Bakersfield. Most notaries go in 2-3 times. Oh, the market's saturated. They don't like me. I'm like, no, it's just natural behaviors.
Yeah.
It's
It's
it's natural that you need more information on me. And I am not discouraged about it. So I don't want you to be discouraged about it. Okay. So continue to do what you do. But I'm going to tell you one last thing on the way out. Stop telling them what you do and start reassuring them of how you can be a value add to the team.
okay.
Okay. Let me give
I got
an
that.
example. Let me give you an example. Girl, this thing, like a couple of the coaching I'm giving you now. So I'm going to give you an example. Okay.
Okay, go for
Hear
it.
me on this. You ready? Everybody take notes on this. People don't buy products, they buy solutions. So what do I mean? Okay, let me give you an example.
Get
If
that.
you walked on a car lot, okay, you walked on a car lot, you're like, yo, I'm looking for a new car. And this guy was like, oh, this car has 4 wheels, a steering wheel, and can get you to point A to point B. Or what if they said this? Hey, I know you're a notary, and I know you'd love to save money on gas. So this is a Prius, and it gets 50 miles a gallon. Imagine how much money you would save.
Mm-hmm.
So what? See the difference?
Yeah.
You're selling the product, girl. You're not selling what
Myself.
you solve. Does that coaching make
No,
sense?
it does make
So
sense.
too many notaries go, oh, look how many reviews I have. Oh, look, I've done 100, but you're not. That's like telling you the car has 4 wheels. They're like, okay, cool. You're like, the car. You're like,
I hope
so you're telling me the
it
car
does.
has windows? You know what I mean? You're like, so you're telling me the car has brakes? Because that's all you're saying. You're
Yeah.
like, I have 20 reviews. I am a notary, and you're like, okay. So remember, sell the solution, sell the value add. You're going in just selling the car. You're not telling them what the car solves. Does that make sense?
No, it does. Very does. Thank you.
Okay, cool. And girl, when you're ready, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Join LSS Nation. But until then, I hope that I brought you value
No,
today.
I've been watching, and I really do need to actually do it for myself this time and stop watching and actually do
Girl,
it.
you just said something that I love. I'm gonna end with this. I hope everybody heard that. You need to do something for yourself. Let me give you two pieces of advice on the way out. Okay. Do you have any children?
No.
Kids? Okay. So let's say you had a kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your kid wanted to play soccer. What's the first thing you would do?
Look for the best soccer team or
Or
coach.
coach?
Yeah.
Right? Like your kid's 6 is like, Mom, I want to play soccer. What's the first thing you would do?
Yeah, just try to look for the best coach. Yeah, I would.
So, but the weird part is we get adults, all of a sudden, like we want to do something great, but it's not my first intuition to get a coach. And I ask you why.
Yeah. I
You,
get you.
you see
No,
what I'm saying on that?
yeah.
Okay.
Like,
And I'm
why
going
do
to
I
end with
wait
this. I'm
for
going to end with this. And this is not a sales pitch on me because there are a lot of amazing coaches out there. Okay. I will never talk down about somebody else. I think every notary coach is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But here's what I want to end with. And I hope everybody hears me on this. The best thing you can buy is somebody else's experience. I've been to 40,000 title companies. Like, why wouldn't you buy my 40,000 rejections? But again, this could be any notary coach. There are so many amazing notary coaches out there. The best thing you can buy is somebody else's experience. Like, girl, you don't need to do this by yourself. Buy somebody else's objections. Buy someone else's experience. Does that make
You're
sense?
right. No,
And
yeah.
so whether that's me or somebody else, my biggest encouragement is, girl, you don't need to do it by yourself. Okay, you don't. I would love to have you as a coach, but I just want you to win. Like, I don't care if it's me or somebody else. I just want you to win. That's why I do this. So just pick somebody, okay? And realize the best thing we can invest in as an entrepreneur is somebody else's experience. That's it. Like, that's the best thing we can spend money on. You're telling me you've been rejected by 10,000 title companies. Cool. Well, I want to learn what you did to get the business. And so you're trying to figure this out by yourself. And it's like, girl, you could take 1 year of experience and shrink it to 30 days. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Again, my biggest thing to you is just find a coach. Find somebody that you resonate with. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm cool with that. Okay. But just what I don't want you doing is this by yourself, because you would never tell your son, go figure out how to play
Go
soccer.
figure it out.
You're like,
Yeah.
no, babe, you're good. Just figure it out. You know what I mean? So don't do that to yourself. Okay, so find a coach, pull the trigger, and just go. I'm rooting for you, girl.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All
I
right, be blessed.
appreciate
Go get them. Bye.
it. Bye.
I hope that helped everybody out there. What a great first conversation. Can I get a let's go? Put a let's go in the comments. I'm having a great Monday.
Yo,
My man, how's
I don't
San
know
Diego
if you
treating you,
hear
baby?
me. Thank you so much for everything you're doing, Mark. I just wanted to contribute a little bit to the community. I don't know if I didn't hear anywhere in the training about this particular subject. So you're like, sign up with all the databases.
Okay.
Trying to sign up with Notary Dash. I actually finally did, but Notary Dash does not at this point accept any notaries who are not NNA certified.
It is in the course to be NNA certified. So
Okay, yeah,
make sure
yes,
you're NNA
yes,
certified.
yes.
Now look, there is not one certification everybody requires because we don't have a governing body.
Right, right.
But the two largest title companies in America do ask for it. So that's why it's in my course to get NNA certified. So
Critical.
I would 100% recommend it. So what Notary Dash is trying to prevent is not sending you a job because they have business with one of the big title companies.
Got it. Got it.
That makes
Yeah,
sense. It's
it does
only
make sense.
$80. So yes, I would recommend it. Again, I don't make a dollar from it, but
Right.
but that's why it's like module number 7 in the course. So I do
Exactly.
recommend it for sure.
Thank you, Mark. Really appreciate it. So just one final question that I have. Listening to all the complete notary mentorships, everyone talking about how to get business from signing services, they keep mentioning the order of the docs that are received have to go back in the order that they got to them. And you keep saying, hey, take out the closing disclosure, the note, all the stuff in the front. Do we need to put them back in that order? How critical is that at this point?
Yeah, no. So again, stacking order does not matter unless you get specific instructions from the title company or signing service.
Okay.
If you don't get those instructions, it's not necessary. Even if
Beautiful.
stacking order is necessary, I would still recommend just marking where you pulled the closing disclosure, mark where you pulled the note, and bring them to the top.
Okay.
The biggest questions borrowers have is, what are my closing costs? What is my monthly payment? If you don't answer that out of the gate, you're hurting your speed of service. So
Okay.
even if they do require it, I would still tell you to bring it to the top, but just mark where you took it out of from the closing docs.
Got
Make sense?
And that also goes for all of our notarization and stamps and everything.
That's
how we
right.
separate them out. That wonderful. Thanks, Mark. Well,
yeah,
that's
you're
perfect.
totally breaking up, Mike. Mike, every other word's not coming through. Get me on the next one, Mike. I hope everybody heard that good coaching. Let me just reiterate that. If you do not get specific instructions from the title company or the signing service, you do not need to keep it in stacking order, period. Okay? Number 2 is, even if you do require to put in stacking order, just mark where you pulled the note from, mark where you put the payment letter from. Remember, the 2 biggest questions a borrower will have is, How much is my monthly payment? And what is this bad boy costing me? You want to answer those up front. Let me get my girl Z on the line. Edward Hess, good to see you. Hope all is well, brother. You know I'm rooting for you, dog. Z Nichols, get on here.
Hey, happy Monday,
Happy
everybody.
Monday. All right, I don't like
Oh
you
my
breaking
God,
up,
it's
so just
been
talk.
1 month. I
Oh,
couldn't get through for 1 month. I'm
hey,
so glad I'm
we
here.
got a big community, girl. You are
No,
on.
I know. I've been checking. I'm so proud of everybody. But for 1 second, I need to hype you right quick. So to Destiny and everybody else who's not LSS Nation, stop sitting on the fence. If this is not evidence, get on here every Monday seeing us. And then Mark, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm here to tell you he's not trying to sell you. He is the real deal. Do y'all hear me? So I just need to pop that up for you, Mark, so they know. And I need to update you after this plane leaves. It's too loud.
Yeah.
I got 4 title directs since my last talk to you guys. I've had 25 signings. I've been in touch with real estate.
4 direct clients in the past month. Can we drop a fire
I'm so
emoji
happy.
in the
I'm so
comments
happy.
for my girl Z? Let me hold on.
Thank you.
Hold on. I'm gonna give you your flowers.
Thank you.
Everybody has the same course. Not everybody does the same thing with it. So
Yeah.
I do not take credit for your effort. I do not take credit for your tenacity. I do not take the credit for you to get out of your comfort zone. I am just the coach. It's the players that make the plays. And girl, I am so proud of you. You go out and tell the number one thing in any business in America is people cannot hire you if they don't know you're open. And you go out and tell every single person that you're open. That is
Yeah.
why 4 to 6 weeks after you were all set up, you have 4 direct clients. Like
Yeah.
everyone has the same tools. Not everybody does the same thing with it. So I'm so proud of you. Like
Thank
you are an
you.
inspiration to the community. I hope you're an inspiration to everybody on this live right now because you go to open houses, you go to networking events, you work like there's no tomorrow. And that is why you're successful. And so I appreciate with the love you give me, but I hope everyone's inspired by you because you let everybody know you're open for business. And it's amazing what happens when you do. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure you get your flowers.
I
Where are we at? I
I
want to
took
help
them.
you right
Thank
now.
you.
I want to help you.
Yeah.
Is there any objection you're hearing?
Yeah.
Any little thing I can coach you through? So lay it on me.
Well, yeah, so no objections today, all positive stuff. It's been 4 weeks, Mark. I've tried all my objections. I worked through them in the chat with the community. Remember I posted to
Yeah.
you that I had an interview with another title who said their requirement was 1,000 signings. Remember I
Yeah.
posted that, did the interview. I got notified today that they're going to make an exception for me and add me to the team. I cried this morning.
Let's say that louder for the people in the back.
They made
So you
an
went to a title
exception for
company.
me.
Hold on.
They
Let me
made an
just make sure I
exception.
say this again so everybody hears. You went to a title company. They said we usually only work with veteran notaries. You did not see that as a block. There was a wall and you built a door. And you said, look, I know that you just told me you only work veteran signing agents. But I want to show you through my perseverance, my
Yep.
consistency and persistency that I am a good opportunity for your notary. And
Yep.
then they said, yes, we're
They
going to
saw me.
make you an
Yep.
exception. I hope
So
everybody
I just
hears this.
got on.
I mean, I just want to
I
say
know I
again
don't
because,
have any bad news today. No bad news
well,
today, guys. Just
no, you
uplifting,
are like
man. You got to
it
get out
happens
there.
all the time. People are like, oh, Amrock only works with veteran signing agents, bank serve, oh, this title company. No, they
Yep.
try to put a wall up because what that does is it really just gets the riffraff out, the non-serious notary, the person they can't rely on. But they know if you're willing to go through the hurdles, that's somebody that they want on their team. So sometimes they put up the walls just to see what you're made of. That is it.
Yep.
And I want everybody to hear that sometimes they put the walls up just to see what you're made of. And if you can
Yep.
prove it, it is over. So good work, Z.
Thank you. I just
I hope
wanted to thank
you're seeing
you.
everyone in the comments are giving you flowers. You deserve it. Don't
Thank
stop.
you.
Keep posting.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Let's go, guys.
Bye.
Catch you later.
Oh my
Bye.
gosh. Z is doing big things out there. Let me say it one more time. Everybody has the same course. Not everybody says the same thing with it. I can tell you what to say to a realtor. I can tell you what to say to a loan officer. I can tell you what to say to an escrow officer, but you got to say it. And it's amazing what happens when you tell people you're open for business. So Z, I'm so freaking proud of you. There's so many people in our community doing what Z does. Be inspired. All right, who is next? Let's go with my man, Jay Arthur. Always going to hear from Jay Arthur. How is everybody doing? Let's go. What's up, brother?
I'm good. I'm
All
good.
right,
How are you?
tell everybody where you're from, and let's have a conversation.
Yeah, so I'm Jerome with J. Arthur Notary Services in Somerset, New Jersey.
New Jersey
So
in the house. All right, Jerome,
yes.
talk to me, man.
So I just wanted to celebrate some wins. This past Friday, I actually got about like 5 refis from signing services. And I also want to say thank you for shouting me out in that little video clip. I'm like, yay, woo. But yeah, just some small wins over
Well,
here.
first
And
off, there is no such thing as a small win. And by the way, 5 signings in one day. Did everybody hear that? My man Jerome did 5 signings in one day. Don't tell me it's slow. Come on now, man. And Jerome, I just want to say I'm proud of you, just like I had Z. Like, you've been putting in the work. You've been a student for a
appreciate it.
while, and it's like you are always inspiring. You're always putting in work. What I love about you, Jay, is like you're trying your best to pull up the next notary right in front, because you know what, we're a community. Rising tide lifts all ships. And so for years you've been communicating how you're doing, and you've always been trying to inspire. And so I'll make sure that you hear it from me. I'm so appreciative of that. I know I don't comment on every post, but I see it. I'm thankful for it. And I'm proud of you, man. And I know that when the rates drop in Q3, it's going to be fire for you. So keep doing
Yes.
what you're doing, dog.
Yeah, and I'm actually also in the process of getting a printer to put on my car. So like, I'll be more than ready for any last minute signings that come my way. I'm like, nope, accepting, accepting. Yeah, I can do that.
Five
Of course.
signings one day, and there are notaries who say that it's slow. I mean, if a notary said it was slow right now, Jerome, what would you tell them? What advice would you give them?
Um, Slow where? How? Like, as long as you like follow the course and you like keep on putting in the work,
Mm,
nothing will stop you. Like, the only thing that will stop you is yourself.
mm,
So I say just keep on pushing.
mm,
And like accepting work from signing services, you're pretty much getting paid to learn.
mhm.
So what? So it's just to make sense, like accepting work and just going out there and doing
Right.
it. You know,
Dude,
just crushing
I
it.
I mean, I hope everybody heard it, and you said put in the work. It's a real business. I'm not going to shy away from that. But if you're willing to put in the work, 5 signings in a day is absolutely possible in the current market. And so you, like you said, it's just you who's going to prevent you from doing what you
Yes,
want to do in this business. So Jay, I'm going to give you a little hug. That's a little hug, man.
appreciate
Keep
you.
building, keep inspiring, buddy. And I appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate you. I do have one
Oh,
last
yeah.
question though.
Okay, go.
All
Yeah,
right.
please.
So, what is your mindset about general notary work and pricing general notary work? Because I have run through like many situations where, um, I would get a general notary work, conversation is going good. Then I tell them my price for traveling out to them and do the notary, and then they kind of get turned off. Be like, yeah, so I'm just gonna like call you back, type of
Yeah.
thing, and then never get a call back from them, type
Yeah,
of
the truth
situation.
is
So like, how would you
most
handle that?
most people looking on GNW and Google are looking for the cheapest way possible. You just have
Hmm.
to accept that. You know what I mean? I
Okay.
mean, you find the diamond in the rough where they need something done right now and they're willing to pay an extra $50 for the travel fee. But you just have to know that most people finding you on your Google business profile are trying to get the cheapest price. That's why the best business is signing services with
Hmm.
loan signings. But what I would say is stay consistent with the pricing, know what you're worth, and you'll find the people who want it. But I think my biggest advice or mindset is knowing the type of clientele you're getting from your Google business profile. And you're
Hmm.
usually getting the person who's trying to get the cheapest fee. So another way of doing this is if you feel like making a little bit of money is better than making no money, then another way of handling these G&W appointments is like, so this is my normal fee. This is the cost just to notarize the document. What would a good travel fee be to you? And let them anchor the price. Because sometimes you're anchoring it a little bit higher than they want, but you say 50, they're down to pay 40. Now you can make the decision if 40 is worth the price or whatever number they come in at. Does
Hmm.
that make sense? So
Gotcha.
reverse engineer it to like, oh, cool. Just let you know the cost of the notarizations by itself is whatever the money is, right? So if you want me to travel to you, there'll be a travel fee because I got to pay for gas and stuff,
Mm.
etc. So what would a fair travel fee be for you? And let them anchor that. You don't anchor it.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Then you can make the decision if you want to hang up on that. I'm just joking. Then you can make the decision of like, oh, I'll call you back versus you giving them the power. So
It makes sense.
reverse engineer it, and maybe their price is your price. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then if it's not, be like, you know what, it's a little bit lower than what I usually charge, but I wish you luck in finding a good notary. You know, and then give them
Gotcha.
good customer service. Does that make sense? So
It
let
does.
them
Definitely
anchor
does.
the price. Because sometimes you're only 10 or 15 bucks off, and you're like, well, I'll take 15 bucks less because I'm doing nothing. Or you're like, just joking, that's way too low. But let them anchor it and see what happens.
Awesome. Awesome.
All right,
Yeah,
man.
that's definitely helpful.
Dude, appreciate you, dog. Keep building up,
Appreciate you as always.
dog. 5 loan closings one day. Did everybody hear that? That was Friday. Like last week. 5 signings one day. Who says it's slow? Let's go. All right, who do we got coming up here?
Hi.
Oh, what's up?
Oh
What's
my,
up? Good to see you,
I'm
girl.
so excited to talk to you.
I'm so excited. Tell me
I've been
your name.
following
Where
your
you from?
course.
Where you
So
from?
I'm
Hit me.
Laura. I'm from Washington
Got it.
State.
Perfect.
So much rain here. But so I've been talking with a bunch of real estate agents,
Okay.
and I am trying to figure out how to word my follow-up
Yes.
email with
Okay,
them.
go. Here. Let me hear what you're doing.
So
And I'm going to help you reword it. What's your email setting?
so my follow-up email is basically saying, hi, I'm Laura Pichos. I met you at the open house
Yes.
on such and such day.
Yes. Okay.
I was so happy to meet you. Hoped you liked my little treat bag of chocolates I gave you. Just as a reminder, I'm a notary signing agent. This is what I can do, and this is how you would hire me, basically.
Got it. So, okay, first off, love the intro. But remember what I coached an earlier person on, is people buy solutions, not products. So you need to enter that email with what do you solve? So tell me, what do you solve? What problem does having a preferred notary, okay, not relative to Laura, just a preferred notary, what benefits do they get from having a preferred notary? This channel.
Okay, so they know who's meeting with their clients at the table. They know that
hold on.
What they're doing.
You're just telling me what you do. What's the benefit of them knowing the notary at the table? What's the benefit?
So the benefit is that they know that the person will do the job right and get it done, get them paid as fast as possible. So no issues with documents.
Say that.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes
remember
sense.
This is Laura, met you last weekend. I mean, look, I want to get you paid as quick as possible. We'll make sure it's done right the first time. Remember, list the benefits. Like if someone was trying to, I gave the first lady the car analogy, right? So let's say someone's trying to sell you, follow up with a car, okay? And they're like, hey, I saw you in the car lot last week. We still have that car. 3-point interest rates, has 4 wheels, versus, hey, remember the Prius that's going to save you money on gas? It still has your name on it.
Okay.
See the difference?
So a lot more saying these are the benefits of having one.
What do they, anything. Remember, I just put you through an exercise. What benefits, so you should be writing this down like on a brainstorm somewhere. It's like, what benefits do they get from having a preferred notary? Okay, I'll list them out for you right now. Not only do they get paid quicker, but you could always pick up swag from their location and drop it off at the signing for them. Okay, you can also remember that it's taken you 6 months to cultivate this relationship. I want to be someone who helps you make that relationship even more deeper for you. Okay, sorry, I'm battling a cold. I want to make sure that that they feel like I'm part of your team, not some random person. Those are benefits, right? Now, what are some other benefits you can offer a realtor outside of this? What are other benefits?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
Okay, cool. Remember what I teach you. You're a student, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Remember what I teach you? Your goal is to make them feel like you actually care. You're still coming off as somebody who wants business, not somebody who cares. So, oh my gosh, I hope you sold that open house. Hope you got some offers coming in. If there's anything I can do to help give visibility, help make it better, what can I do to help serve you? What if that was the beginning of your email? Does that make sense?
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
think about it. Okay, you're trying to buy a car, and the car salesman is just trying to make a sale. Versus like, oh my gosh, I really want to save you money so you can spend more time and go on vacations with your family. That's what getting this lower car payment's going to do, and that's what's going to save you on gas. Does that make sense? You're still. Remember what I teach you. People will buy. People only care when they know how much you care. You're not making them feel that yet. It's still a transaction. It's like, hey, I met you last week. You got my goodies. I don't forget you can hire me. It's you centric. Like, oh my gosh, it was so nice meeting you last week. Hopefully you got like 14 offers on that house. If you didn't, what can I do to help you? Are you having an open house next weekend? What can I do to be a part of that to make it better? What can I do to give your listing visibility? What can I do to help you get it out there in the community more? Do you want me to share it with my own network?
Mm-hmm.
What have you done right there in the first 20 seconds?
Okay, so it's relationship building and saying like I can share your posts on Instagram, on Facebook with my network. I can bring cookies to your next open house or something like that.
That makes sense. You remember when I teach you loan signing system, it's not a transaction. Remember, business is when two people win. You're only trying to win.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So make it more about them, how I can help them win.
Because authentically, don't you really care about the realtor? I hope you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why aren't you expressing that? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So your follow-up email shouldn't be this manipulative, oh, Mark, give me the best perfect pitch. It's like humanize the business. That's what I teach you. Care about them first. Don't even remind them that they can hire you. Like, oh my gosh, it was great meeting you last weekend. I really hope that you sold that house and you're getting offers. If you're not, what can I do next week to help you? Do you need any help with throwing the open house? Any help with visibility? Any help with passing out the directional signs? Like, do you want me to share it on my LinkedIn page? What can I do to help you?
Okay. Thank you so much, Mark.
What if that was the entire email and then the follow-up to the follow-up was, hey, I'd love to be your signing agent. Does that make sense?
Okay, so put it in like the third email I send to them sort of thing.
Right, but again, what I don't want lost is your job is to make sure they know how much you care. That's it.
Relationship building first, selling second.
That's right. That's what business is about. But I'd like to think you know that I care, right? So you need to make your client feel that. Too many of us just want versus showing how we can care. The first person on here wasn't even a loan signing system student, and I spent 15 minutes with her. Why? Because I care. That's what I need you to show your clients. Because once they know how much you care, you'll be a partner for life. Most notaries just want business. They don't want to build a relationship. Does that make sense? So the follow-up email should all be about them, not you. What can I do to help you? What can I do? Dang, if the house hasn't sold, man, what can I do to help that next weekend? Let that be the conversation. And then go in and then do the follow-up 2 or 3 emails later. Because now it's not about you. You literally try to help them build a business. And now you're reminding them that, hey, they have the power to pick your notary. That coaching land today? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, tell me how it goes. Let me end with this. I am so freaking proud of you. Most students won't go into open houses.
Last Friday, Saturday, I went to 10.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Tell me you're posting in the 6-figure group. So I want to make sure you do a hashtag LSS open house. So look, everybody hear that. She went to 10 open house. Can we give her a fire emoji? So proud of you. Now, all you got to do is follow up with those 10 and show them how much you care. That is it. Look, 10 emails, 5 people may not open it up. Don't worry about that. You got to trust the process. You bat 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10, you're crushing it. Okay? And you see all those fire images people are dropping for you right now? So keep doing it, keep following up, and let me know how it goes. Okay?
All right.
All right, let's go. So I'm going to jump off, but I want to make sure that I jumped on a little bit today to help you build a notary signing agent business. I'm going to end with this. Remember, business is about 2 people winning. When you get that, business is easy to build. When you make business a transactional game, that's when your business suffers. You're like, oh, no one wants to hire me. Well, no one wants to hire you because you're making it about you. When people understand how much you care, everything changes. Make sure you're letting everybody know how much you care. I'm going to go get some rest. I appreciate you so much. LSS Nation, and let's go. Bye, everybody.